Hey y'all, Iric Sky here, back again with another video. A lot of you have asked, because like any other industry, the industry of drones is continuing to evolve. Which drone should I buy in 2016? Well, a lot has changed from from the previous years, especially 2015 to 2016. And what I want to do is provide you with my honest feedback based upon my experience with various drones, what I would recommend for 2016 drone purchase and why I would recommend that. Now right here in my hands, I have the DJI Phantom 4, the latest and greatest drone, 4K 30 frames per second video. It's got the light bridge, which if you're not familiar with light bridge, it's the DJI technology that allows extended range for the FPV, the first person view. Now although I fly a line of sight to be safe and responsible, the exception would be if I'm out over open ocean and I really want to push it to the limit. This is rumored, and obviously I haven't tested it yet, but it's rumored to have around a 3-mile range. But the main thing is that with light bridge, I get consistently clear 720p FPV view. So when I'm framing my shots, I can really see the level of detail that I need to make sure my shots are properly framed for videos or stills. And if you watch my channel, you know that I primarily do video, and that's why the 4K 30 frames per second video quality that the Phantom 4 brings to the table is so important to me. So without a doubt, on the market today, the Phantom 4 is the best drone in my opinion. But with that said, it's also quite expensive. So you've got to break it down. What I would recommend, and check the link within this video's description, because what I've done, I've listed links to all the various drones that I'm about to mention to make it easier for you. So expand the video's description, you can find it all. You can find all the drones, the cases, and accessories there. But I would, if money's not an issue, I would definitely go Phantom 4 Pro, because it is the best drone on the market today. Not Phantom 4 Pro, but just Phantom 4. If you want to save money, go with the Phantom 3 Pro, because with it you're also going to get light bridge. The range isn't quite as much, but again, that shouldn't matter when you're flying line of sight to be safe and responsible. But it's got 4K 30 frames per second on the 4K on the Phantom 3 Professional. So, you know, you're getting basically the same camera. Now, there is a difference. The gimbal assembly on the Phantom 4 is quite improved. It's more internalized into the body of the Phantom 4. So it's, from my experience so far with the Phantom 4, and granted I haven't flown as many flights with the Phantom 4 as I have the Phantom 3 Professional, but it does appear that the 4K 30 frames per second video is slightly smoother. So is it smooth? Is it so much smoother that I would recommend the Phantom 4 over the Phantom 3 Pro? It's definitely not, but it is an improved design. Also on the Phantom 4, the body itself is a much more ruggedized plastic type material in my opinion. It's got a lot more, it feels more rigid. That was a complaint from many with the Phantom 3 Pro, the Phantom 3 Advanced, Phantom 3 4K, and the Phantom 3 Standard, is that people were reporting cracks around the motors. Now, although I didn't experience that, there have been a few people that seem to be legitimately reporting that issue. But I installed quick disconnect prop guards on my Phantom 3 Pro prior to the first flight, so that may have prevented the issue from occurring if it was linked to over-tightened screws from the factory. So with that being said, yeah, the structural design of the Phantom 4 is greatly superior in my opinion. It does have obstacle avoidance. That's nice. If you if you inadvertently run close to an object, it should enable the drone to detect that and should enable the drone to stop. But again, never trust it. You know, I look at it as a feature that makes the drone be perceived as a more safe flying device. But again, don't trust it. But that is a feature you get with the Phantom 4 that you do not get on the Phantom 3 Pro. Other features you get with the Phantom 4, you get something called active tracking, which is it's visual tracking. Check out my video on that. Check the link within this video's description to find that. But it'll follow. You can recognize yourself. Maybe you're on a bicycle, maybe you're walking. You can recognize it, the camera can recognize an object and it'll follow it based upon the visual characteristics of that person. So that's a cool feature. With the Phantom 3 Pro, it does tracking, but it's follow me, so it's following the controller versus the drone following an object or a person on the camera. So the Phantom 4, it could in theory follow someone that's not holding the controller. The Phantom 3 Pro, it would follow someone, but they'd have to be holding the controller, which is less than ideal in a lot of scenarios. And the Phantom 4 does come with this, I'm hiking, so I wanted something light. Comes with this, looks like a glorified steak cooler. It's kind of cool they threw it in. Obviously, I would get a waterproof and ruggedized case. Again, check the link within this video's description, and you can find the Phantom 4 case that I use for travel, and obviously the Phantom 3 Pro case as well, and the accessories. I got the links to all of that within this video's description. But so to break it down, if you want 4K video, if you want the best drone, definitely DJI Phantom. The question would be, for the top of the line, it would be between Phantom 4, which is 4K 30 frames per second video, or Phantom 3 Professional, which is also 4K 30 frames per second video. The Phantom 3 is likely going to come in at a lower price point. If you don't care about 4K video, now keep in mind, you may not care about it today, but as the technology becomes more and more affordable, there's a good possibility that you may acquire a 4K Ultra HD Smart TV. So if you're capturing these fun videos with your Phantom 3 Pro or your Phantom 4 today, and you're not filming in 4K, then when you watch them, let's say a year or a couple years down the road and you get that Smart TV, it's going to be underwhelming. Whereas if you had filmed in 4K today, you're better future-proofing your video content. So that's an incentive to go with a Phantom 4 or Phantom 3 Professional. But if you absolutely don't care about 4K and 1080p HD is more than enough for you, then what I would recommend would be the Phantom 3 Advanced. The Phantom 3 Advanced is basically the same drone, with the exception, it's basically the same drone as the Phantom 3 Pro, with the exception of video quality. It maxes out at 1080p, and it does not have 4K. It has 2.7K, but do not confuse 2.7K with 4K. It's different. It's not as high quality. So, but with that being said, the Phantom 3 Advanced, from a range perspective with the light bridge, you're getting basically the same performance as the Phantom 3 Pro. But there is a rumor, and I haven't tested this with the Phantom 3 Advanced, but a lot of people have said that the Phantom 3 Advanced battery charger, even though they're using the exact same batteries as the Phantom 3 Pro, a lot of people have said that the charger that comes with the Phantom 3 Advanced does not charge as quickly as the Phantom 3 Pro charger. I don't know if that's the case. It may be. So limit it to those 3 drones. There are other manufacturers out there. You've probably heard of Parrot Bebop. Check out my videos on that. You've probably heard of the Unique drones. There's a lot of other drones out there, but if you're looking for a proven platform that, obviously all the drones today, they're going to have their troubleshooting challenges. Check out my website, 400orbelow.com, and I've got a blog full of troubleshooting, break fix type information, because you're probably going to encounter it. That's just part of it, being an early drone adopter. So if you're an impatient type, you may not want to become involved with this hobby. But with that being said, I'm 100% confident DJI Phantom is the best drone on the market today. But GoPro is coming out with GoPro Karma to be tested. Don't know anything about it yet, but I do know that GoPro is a good company. Unique is also coming out with it's called a Typhoon H. It's a six motor drone, and it has retractable landing gear. But unfortunately, even though I had one of those pre-ordered because I was excited about it on paper, and you can search for this on your popular search engine, Google, Yahoo, Webcrawler, Bing, etc. But it seems that there's likely some sort of legal issue with that Typhoon H drone, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that one. If I do, it's going to be something I'm going to investigate in the future. But if all goes well with that, and nothing bad occurs, and the batteries for it are readily available, and it performs as it is stated to perform on paper, that might be a good drone to consider. But with that said, the price is up there. At least at the time of posting this, it's up there around the Phantom 4. So it would have to be a drastic improvement over the Phantom 4 to consider it over the Phantom 4 that's just the latest version of a proven and reliable drone platform. So just to recap, money's no issue, go with Phantom 4. If you still want 4K but you probably don't want to spend as much as you would likely spend for a Phantom 4, Phantom 3 Professional. If 4K is not a worry to you, you don't care about future-proofing your video at all you want is 1080p HD, Phantom 3 Advanced. What I would not recommend, even in an extreme, and maybe if they're super duper discounted, maybe you could consider it, but the Phantom 3 4K and the Phantom 3 Standard. Those 2 drones, they do not use light bridge, they use something called Wi-Fi. So it's not as consistent of a FPV viewing experience. It's just for the dollars difference, it would be hard for me to say that the Phantom 3 Standard or the Phantom 3 4K would be a good idea. But if you're a bargain basement shopper and you want to get in on it, and it may not be something that you plan to use for a while, those drones may be fine because they do have good cameras. The Phantom 3 4K has a 4K camera. The Phantom 3 Standard, I think the standard tops out at 2.7K. I may be wrong. I'm not looking at my screen right now. It may be 1080p. Check the link within this video's description to find the accurate information. But yeah, I mean, it's so again, that's what I would recommend. Shoot me a line if you have any questions. Best way to get a hold of me is my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/IRixGuy. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where you're watching this. It's youtube.com/IRixGuy. And share this video and any of my videos with others. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IRixGuy here. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm an independent channel, and it's viewers like you that help me to continue to grow. I appreciate your viewership, and y'all have a good day.